Hi viewers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is HP Fashions GY. So in today's tutorial, I'll be learning on how to cut and sew a stylish bubu dress with an exaggerated front pocket. Okay, so at this point now, I've taken my shoulder measurement, then my armhole, which I'm actually using 12.5 for the wideness. Okay, it's actually a cut together dress, so this one is actually 12.5. Okay, so now at this point now I'll be taking my half length, which is 18, then I will mark, then I will go down and take my waist measurement. Okay, I'll go down and take my waist measurement. Okay, then my waist measurement, actually I wanted it to be in a very free way, so I actually added about 15 inches or so to my actual measurement. Okay, so then I'll just go ahead and blend it this way with the sleeve, because it's actually a cut together dress, which is the sleeve cut together sleeve bubu dress. Okay, so at this point now I've taken my waist measurement. All right, so I'll go ahead and insert my hip measurement all together. So the actual measurement I use for my waist is what I extended down to the hip. All right, so it's just a straight measurement. Okay, so if my measurement is 14, I will use 14 all the way down. All right, then once this is done, I will go ahead and cut it all out. I'll go ahead and trim it out. Okay, so I'm actually cutting this out now. Go ahead and cut it out. All right, so at this point I'm just trying to remove it completely. So once this is done now, I'll divide the armhole side, the sleeve, okay, because we need it in two pieces so that we'll be able to join the front and the back. So once this is done, I'll go ahead and separate the two. Okay, so this is actually the front wideness of neck wideness of 4 inches and neck depth of 7 inches. Then I'll use my tape to place so that I'll get a very sharp V neckline. So once this is done, I'll go ahead and cut this out. This is actually the front part of this dress. Then I will keep this aside. Okay, then this is actually the back, neck wideness of 4, then depth of 1.5. It's actually a high neck, so I'll just go ahead and blend these two together. Then I'll trim it out. Okay, so once I'm done, then I'll go ahead and get another material for the facing inside. All right, so I'll place this way, then trace up exactly the neckline, exactly how it is. I'll make sure they're actually matching equally. So then I'll just trace this out, take some part of the shoulder, then trim up this out like this. All right, so this is actually for the back side. So this is how it looks like when we join. So at this point now, this I will be using a plain black for the front side. Then I'll just trim out this excess white parts on the neck side I got. Right, so at this point now I'll place this. I folded my plain black into two. Then I'll just place this sharp V pattern I trimmed out from the front part of my neckline. I'll just place it on top, then take exactly the shape how it is. Okay, so once this is done, I'll be using a wideness of about 3 inches. Okay, 3 inches from the initial neckline measurement. All right, so I'll be using about 3 inches from the initial neckline measurement. Okay, so I'll continue taking the 3 inches until I get to the downside. Once I get to the downside, of course I won't use 3 inches again. I might be using 4 or 4.5. So at this point I'm using 4.5 for this. Then I'll just go ahead, place my tape, then try to get exactly the shape. All right, so this is what we have for now. Okay, now I'll be using 5 inches because I want it to actually come down. Right, so once this is done, I'll go ahead and trim this out. I'll go ahead and trim it all out. I'll take exactly the shape of this. Okay, So this is what we have at this point. So I'm actually taking exactly the next shape. All right. Okay, so once this is done now, I'll go ahead and get exactly the same pattern. Alright, this is actually one. I want it in two places. So I'll get exactly the same thing again in the same black material. So I'll be getting two of it. So at this point now, this is my pockets. I'm about to take my pocket. So I'll be taking a wide length of 14 inches for now. Then the wideness of it, I'll be using 11 inches wide. 11 inches wide for this. Then I'll mark it all the way down. Okay, so once this is actually 11 inches, then I'll go down by 6 inches depth. All right, then I will come inside by 3.5 inches, all right, from my 11 inches, and I will just give it this curve, more like an armhole curve. So at this point now, I came up like this by 2 inches from this side, and I'll just go ahead to connect this all out. Okay, so I'm actually contemplating if I should just add up a little allowance, since I'll be sewing, since I'll be joining. All right, so but for now, let me just trim this out. Probably when I make up my mind, then I'll go ahead and add up. All right, so at this point now, I'll be adding up extra 1 inch on the upper part. Then on the curve side, I came up again with 1 inch, because at the same time we still want our pocket curve to be a depth of 6 inches. So at this point now, we'll just trim out this. Just go ahead and trim out this. Then go ahead and divide this side into two. Okay, we'll go ahead and divide it into two, making it for two pockets, front pockets. All right, so once this is done, I'll be getting my straight fabric for the pocket. So at this point now, I'll be joining the two plain black material facing each other. Then I will go ahead and join the down part of it. Okay, I'll go ahead and join the down part of it this way. Okay, I'm actually using less than half an inch to do this joining. All right, so yeah, I can actually use half inch if I choose to, but it's actually a choice. I decided to use less than half an inch to do this joining. So once this is done now, I'll go ahead and take off my thread, trim up any excess, and all. At this point now, I will remove my pin, take up and I'll turn up to the right side of the plain black. Okay, then I will put my pin at this middle to secure before I give it a very nice press. At this point now, I've ironed it, so I'll just go ahead and top stitch these two together. All right, so I will top stitch them together because I want them to actually be in one piece. I don't want them to shake for any reason. Okay, so this is exactly how I actually top stitched this. All right, so at this point, after top stitching this neck facing for the front dress, I'll go ahead and take off my excess thread. So this is what we have now, is in one piece. Okay, so this is actually for the pocket, so keep that aside. This is for the pocket. I actually got a straight fabric, wideness of about 2 inches wide, then I folded it this way, then placed it on my pocket curve. Okay, so I placed it this way to sew on the pocket curve. So I will just sew this way, then take off any excess thread all out. All right, and take off the extras. So at this point now, I'll be turning it to the right side of my fabric, then give it a very neat top stitching. All right, so I'm actually giving this actually a very neat top stitching, exactly how I want it to be. Okay, so this is exactly how I top stitched this at the tip. All right, so my top stitching is actually at the tip. Okay, to give it that very neat and beautiful finished look. Okay, so this is how it looks like. All right, so I'll go ahead and make the second. All right, this is actually the first, then this is for the second pocket. All right, so at this point now I folded my front dress into two, and I indicated the middle. So at this point from the middle I'm marking 2 inches wide, 2 inches wide. This is actually the front part, 2 inches wide. I'll take it all the way up. Right, so I actually use an iron to iron it. So I turn the other side to get 2 inches wide again. The reason why I ironed it is because I'll be turning it to the right side and top stitch my pocket. So I actually want to indicate the middle. I want it to be very, very visible. Okay, so at this point now, once this is done now, I'll go ahead and spread it open like this. I'll go ahead and spread it open. So this is actually my 2 inches wide. So total of what we have now is about 4 inches. So at this point now, I'll be placing my pocket on the dress, but I'll be indicating the right part, the length at which I want it to be. Okay, so this is exactly how I placed it. So I'll be pushing it upward. I'll be taking it upward because I actually want it to really, really sit perfectly. So I've placed for this. I'll go ahead and place this side, the other side, and compare. Then if it's actually okay for me, I'll go ahead and use my pin to secure them before sewing. Okay, so at this point now I'm still arranging it to give me that perfect look. So I'm actually comfortable with this length, so I'll just go ahead, use my pin to secure this part, to secure them now, because they're actually, for me, they're actually, the lengths are actually okay. So I just want to make them to be of the same length. Okay, so I'll just use my pin to make sure I secure them very, very well. So once I'm done securing them, I'll place it on my sewing machine, then fold the tip little by little this way. I'll fold the tip, a little of it like this, then top stitch. Okay, so I'll fold a little of it, then top stitch like this. All right, so I'm actually doing this top stitching very, very carefully because I wouldn't want to have a rough surface. I wouldn't want to have a rough finishing. All right, so I'm actually doing this gradually because I want it to have a very nice and lovely look. Okay, so at this point now I'll go ahead and top stitch till I get to the end of the pocket. So this, if you find this video very helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't also forget to turn up your notification button so that whenever we drop new videos, you will get notifications and watch. Okay, so this is HP Fashions GY. All right, so at this point now I'm actually done with the straight side. I'm actually on the curved side now. I'm actually on the curved side, so I'll take off my pin so that this side will just relax perfectly. All right, so I'm actually watching this to know if they are actually relaxed or not. All right, so I will know exactly what to do. So at this point I'm just sewing this tip. Okay, so to give it a very nice look. All right, so I'm done sewing this. I'm actually taking off my pins. So this is how it looks like. Very, very beautiful. So I'll just go ahead and top stitch the other side. So I'm done top stitching the both side of the pocket. So this is what we have. Okay, looking very good. So at this point now I'll be placing my plain black V-shaped neck on the wrong side of my dress. All right, then I will sew this way, taking exactly the neck shape. All right, I'll take exactly the neck shape. Once I get to this sharp V, then I will turn my dress this way because that neck shape is actually very important. All right, so I'll sew all the way to the end. Okay, so once I'm done sewing all the way to the end of this, I'll just go ahead and notch the middle of this neckline. All right, I won't forget to do that because I need my neckline to actually sit perfectly. And I also went ahead to top stitch the neckline. Okay, went ahead to top stitch it because I want every part of this to sit perfectly. All right, so this is exactly how I did this. So I'll just take off my excess thread, turn this to the right side, then give it a very nice press. Okay, this is how it looks like. All right, so this is how it looks like. So once this is done, I'll go ahead and join the shoulders of my dress. I'll go ahead and join the shoulders. So I've actually joined the shoulders. I use the back facing to turn up the shoulders of the front. Okay, this is how it is. So at this point now, I'll be adding up a wideness of 7 inches plain material folded into twists, giving 3.5 inches. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and add them to my sleeve. Okay, I'll go ahead and add them to my sleeve to give it the look, that touch of black look that we wanted. Alright, so I'll be placing it on the wrong side. So after joining, it will come to the right side of my dress. So I'll go ahead and sew this. Alright, I'll go ahead and sew this for the 2 sleeves. Okay, so once this is done, I'll take off my excess thread, take off any excess thread and trim up the excess. All right, then give it a very nice press. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I've ironed the both sleeves. So at this point now, I'll go ahead and shape the dress. From the armhole, I'll be giving it a shape with about 1/2 inch, not much. All right, so I'll be shaping the dress. Remember, I want it to actually be a bubu dress. So I'll just go ahead and shape this dress all the way down. Okay, so I'll go ahead and shape this dress all the way down. And after shaping the dress, I'll go ahead and fold the down part of the dress to give it a nice look. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, so while I'm done shaping the dress, we made an eyelet hole on the plain black and we made a rope. Okay, so at this point now, I'll be placing my rope on the eyelet like this because I will actually open a little space on the shoulder side to fix in this rope we made, all right, for the eyelet. So at this point now, after using my pin to like secure, I left about 1/2 inch upward. I'll go ahead and fix my rope this way, then take this, then twist the downside like this. Then I will take one of this, the left side, and bring it out of the right. Then I'll take the right rope after twisting and bring it out on the left. Okay, so once this is done, this is the final look of our dress, looking very beautiful. You can actually tie it this way to secure this, giving it a beautiful look. So tell me what you think about this dress in the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you next time in my next video. Bye.